if it's not hating the left and it's not hating the right and it's not...
No, I didn't say that. It hates equally.
Oh, hey, you hate... Okay.
And
If you hate equally, it does sort of work its way around to an impartiality again, doesn't it? It kind of...
Yeah. Nobody really understands the Olympic power.
There were some feats of extreme athletic filmmaking prowess that were on display during that time, and I'd say that of myself as well. You know, we I don't want to use the term miracles in vain, but like there were some days when the odds were really stacked against us, pulling some stuff out of the bag, and we pulled the rabbit, and we pulled another rabbit. I'm thinking out of the hat, but you know what I mean. We pulled all the tricks.
Girl Fight 2.
Yeah.
The last 30 minutes of Girl Fight 2 isn't technically edited. We edited it.
We shot it edited.
We shot it edited.
Yeah.
And you would get, I wouldn't even, on occasion, and this is just us working brilliantly, you wouldn't even get a full take. You would get half a take. And then you would say, right, well, we'll just get like a picture of that person. And like, if we've got them saying those words in other places, we just kind of drop them in. That was like the audio edit was a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
But the video edit was...
It was like where the video edit wasn't, the audio edit was like tenfold. It was like...
we killed those guys.
Yeah.
But the video edit was like... We just edited the film as we went. People can't do that. And they need to know. So we're gonna mix in a few things. Now, the podcast is a little bit negative. Okay, I will go there. I will say that, and I know it's not in your nature to be particularly negative about things, but it's called the End of the World podcast.
Yeah.
We are being nakedly ambitious.
Yeah.
And people do not want to hear good news. It's been proven through history that they do not want to hear good things.
No news is good news.
No news is good news.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you attempt to say good news, nothing will come out.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even do a good news show if we wanted to.
Yeah.
So what we'll do with the End of the World podcast is we mix in a bit of culture, a bit of, hey, what's going on in pop culture?
Yeah.
What's going on in fashion? What's going on in sports and politics? Now, it's not going to be overly political because, as I've stated before, my politics, it's difficult because it's kind of hateful in an outward fashion. So you have left, this is my left hand, you have right, I hate them. They hate each other, but not as much as I hate them. And then you have the centre, and you go, oh, well, you must be there. I'm not there either.
There either.
I hate that. I maybe hate them the most.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
There's going to be plenty of talking points. Nobody's going to kind of...
But what is the standpoint then of the sorry, I'm just the politics. So if it's not hating the left and it's not hating the right and it's not...
No, I didn't say that. It hates equally.
Oh, hey, you hate... Okay.
And
if you hate equally, it does sort of work its way around to an impartiality again, doesn't it? It kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good. That's a kind of impartiality.
Because it's hard. It's hard to get that, isn't it? Because when you're trying to get to the bottom of the stuff in politics, the problem I so often find is that you are speaking to someone with an already formulated opinion.
Yeah.
To pick a topic at random, the bins in Lewisham, where I live, you can't find someone who doesn't already have an opinion when collection day should be and with what regularity the recycling should be collected. That is, people have already got a formulated opinion.
You won't find anybody who's happy with any of it.
No.
Exactly.
So why bother in a way?
Somebody's got to collect the bins.
With the bins, you're right.
So it is important.
Someone should collect those.
But you see the impartiality that can be found with utter disdain for all viewpoints.
For all of it, yeah.
Yeah. Now, perhaps, because I am a very creative thinker, I can come up with a viewpoint that hasn't been thought of by anybody anywhere before.
Yeah.
And I'd be able to just probably do that on the hoof. Just be like, well, have you thought of this?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we haven't. And so maybe we can enact, and this isn't merely, we'll play with politics, but it's not the main thing.
No.
But whatever the opinion is about has to be forthright.
Yeah.
Quite.
You want to ruffle some feathers.
I think there'll be, yeah. And hair.
And
it's
hair.
not just.
It's not just the aviary community that you want to annoy. It's the mammalian men and women of this planet that you want to. Yeah.
Give them a good old slap in the face.
Yeah.
The kind of slap that they'd pay for.
Yeah. In the girl fights.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
We saw some slaps and a half.
Yeah, some of those really connected.
Yeah,
and they weren't meant to.
They weren't meant to. Yeah,
no, because you can't.
Which some people would say is bad combat technique, but I'd actually say that a lot of those girls were so dedicated, didn't faze them, didn't matter.
One of them broke their jaw.
Their jaw, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with those things, people, we did our best, but they were not well trained. You know, and I can't train somebody from scratch.
What was that? Set. We had that. There was that fight choreography guy on set. What was his name?
Joe.
Joe, yeah. And you fired him quite early on.
Yeah.
He just wasn't cutting the mustard.
Well, no, because he wasn't. He kept saying, "Oh, they can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't be expected to do that."
He was being a no person, and you needed a yes person.
It's like, Joe, we're making a film.
Yeah.
We're making a film right now. We're not talking about making a film.
No,
in 6
we're on
months.
set. We're on
set.
set. It's happening, Joe.
Do you see that? Do you see that person there? They cost money. Do you see that light?
Yeah.
Plugged in there. It costs money.
Yeah.
These cameras, they're rented. Okay, that's money.
Every minute. That's what I said to him, because I took him aside and I was like, every minute that you're telling us no is in my head. All I can hear is ding, 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 like the pennies dropping of like what we've spent on the equipment. Yeah.
But he had to go, and then it was like, well, come on, girls, let's get it right. And the odd punch landed.
Yeah.
But less than 10% of them did, which is pretty good going. So this podcast, it's going to be a wonder, and it's going to be the thing that really drives us to the billion mark. 1 in 8 people at Christmas time will have subscribed to this channel. That is the objective.
It's a lot. It's a lot
of people. It's a lot. I'm not saying it's easy.
No.
And we have to do better than 5 a week. So I'll be talking to Troy about that, because it's not really quick enough. We're nearly at 800, so that's good. But
800,000? Just 800.
800,
yeah.
If we were at 800,000, that's like if you're at the bottom of Everest.
Yeah.
800 is like you've done that.
Yeah.
800,000 would be like, oh, he's up there.
Yeah.
Like you see his bum or something.
800 feels to me, it's a bit like we're back home already purchasing the tickets to get to where Everest is.
Yeah. You could, hey, I can't argue with that. You could make that.
Yeah.
You can make that argument. I mean, it's almost the planning stage.
Yeah.
But you have to have done something, because otherwise you would be on zero.
Yeah.
So maybe
you've mentioned Everest. Everest has come up in a conversation.
Yeah, at the least. Hey, why don't we climb Everest?
Yeah.
And probably somebody else says, yeah, okay. Yeah. That's 800.
Okay, cool.
So we're nearly there. It's 700 something.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. 762. 766.
Unless somebody's.
It's not far off, is it?
No. That's nearly
800. 800 to get to that planning stage seems very feasible.
We're going to climb Everest.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we've done so far. Yeah. And then we'll buy the tickets.
And I think you say it enough times, it starts to sound easier. We're climbing Everest. We're climbing Everest.
We are. We're doing it.
We're climbing Everest. Yeah, okay.
And it's the same with the number 1 billion. Yeah. What does 1 billion start with? 1.
1.
Right, exactly. 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 zillion.
You've got to start counting at some point.
Yeah, exactly. So, the numbers are there. There's 8 billion people on the planet. 1 in 8 people.
Yeah, fine.
That's like most people haven't joined.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And also, what is going to work out well for you, because people share Netflix accounts. They're not going to be able to share viewing this, because everyone's going to be watching it, on their own phone. They'll press subscribe.
It's free.
They're not going to be sharing that subscription, because that's going to their email. People aren't sharing. Do you know anyone that shares an email address? I don't even think...
No one's sensible. You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So exactly, and it'll be...
I knew a guy that shared an email address once.
Yeah.
Shared it with his mum and his dad, I think.
Right.
But that didn't work out well. No. So I can see.
It's just a lack of trust, I think.
Yeah, it's Amazon deliveries and, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gets very confused. It gets messy.
Yeah,
it gets messy.
You know,
let's just say that.
Messy,
let's just say that.
You know, whose account is what.
Yeah.
No, the beauty of this, it's free.
Yeah.
You subscribe for nothing. I mean, obviously we'll find ways to milk them afterwards.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the point of use, a bit like the NHS, yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
And better than that, because you haven't paid loads and loads of money in tax and then use it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I want you to be there, Brian, when we do the first one.
Yeah.
Moral support, and give some guidance.
Okay.
To the other people in the room.
Well, look, I did agree to come in and have this chat with you today, but I don't know. I don't know how much more of my time I want to dwell on the past, and that's nothing against you. That's nothing against the work that we created. Like I said, I do. I have fond memories. I have fond memories of working on a lot of those films. I can remember really laughing. You know, sometimes
some real laughs,
real hard belly laughs. But I don't know the benefit for me for hashing up, for dredging up a lot of that stuff from the past. I don't know the benefits.
Well,
which I feel like I would be doing if I was to. So, like I said, I've come in, I've agreed to chat to you today, but I don't know that I'm gonna.
I will pay you to be on it.
Then I will do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Brian's in. It won't be long. It's going to be the most exciting new podcast in the world, and by Christmas, if you're watching this, you're probably already a subscriber. But by Christmas, 1 in 8 people that you know will be a subscriber too. And so you can go to them, oh, you're not subscribed to that yet? What? You know, you lord it over them like the fools they are for taking far too long.
Yeah.
I love you very much. Make sure that you like this video, or Google won't show it to anybody. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we need to book the flights to the Himalayas. That's the next move if you want to climb Everest. And ring the bell, because the bell is the best thing of all, because the bell will say, oh, you got a new video out, because I know how forgetful you people are. All right. Thank you, Brian.
My pleasure.
Thank you all. Goodbye.